Okay, good people, back by popular demand, another episode of What's Up Wednesdays. Hopefully I'll remember to post this, so my adoring fans, all four of them, can view it. The band's coming along, haven't done a ton of stuff since we got back from our trip. But one of the projects that was proving to be really challenging was these drawers right here. There's a total right now of 6 drawers in the van, and what I did on most of them was I used some commercially available sliders, and they're soft close, and they also have a positive latch. So when you slide them closed, they have a little bit of resistance. There's some kind of a catch in there. They're really well designed. They work great. They stay closed when you're driving around. So all the drawers need to be like that. In fact, all the doors and drawers. So that was a good solution here. They're easy to put in, and so good project. Liked how they turned out. The bigger one down here, this is kind of a narrow shelf or drawer, but the big one down here has got some really heavy stuff in it, and it had a propensity once in a while to slide open. And so what I did is I just bought this little cheap catch right here that's meant for RVs. It's that little catch right there, and it just gives it a little bit more resistance, and now I think it'll stay closed. So anyway, enough on the drawers that were already installed. This is the latest project, and so it's 2 drawers where we keep our cooking implements and utensils. Here's where the cooktop is, and of course our sink. And one of the design challenges was we had to shift the opening for these drawers over about 1.5 inches, and I put these little plugs in here that I'm going to, put some filler in there and sand it down and paint over it. You won't really be able to see it. It needs some finishing work, but I had to shift the opening over about 1.5 inches because the sink is so large that it kind of cuts into the cabinet space below. So I had to shift everything over to fit the drawer. So that was one of the design challenges, and I did that just by gluing and nailing these little strips in here. The other thing that I wanted to do with these drawers was to make them so that they were two-way drawers, which is more challenging than it sounds. But anyway, I wanted the drawers to be able to open on this side so that when I'm cooking here with the outside propane stove or anything like that, or need a bottle opener or whatever, I can just reach in here by opening one of these drawers. So I could have bought some commercially available slides, metal slides, but they're really expensive, and they also are not as sleek looking because you have to cut a notch on each side of the drawer front for the sliding mechanism to pass through on each side of the drawer. And so I didn't think that was very elegant. In hindsight, maybe I should have gone with that, because this turned out to be a project that took a lot of time, a lot more time than I expected it to. But I went on the internet and found a guy's ideas on Instructables for doing a homemade shuttle system, or a sliding drawer system, and this is what I ended up with. Let's see, what's the best way to show this? So I got these drawers that you can, there we go, that's a good way to show it. So I got drawers, and what I had to do is made out of some hardwood, some white oak that I had sitting around. I had to make 2 drawer runners, one that attaches to here, like that one right there, and then one that attaches to the outside of the drawer, and did that for each side times 2, so there's 8 of those. And then I made these little what I'd call shuttles that ride on top of those slides that I made and screwed in here. So these two shuttles will slide freely, and they're little cut like an H, and there's one for each, or two for each side, a pair, and so times, again, 2 drawers, so there were 8 of those as well, and they had to be pretty precisely cut. But these slides, what they do is they're captive in here, but they're able to float freely. And what they do is they support the drawer in the closed position like that. And then, see, there's some on the other side. And then when I open it, so what I'll do is I'll pull this open, and it starts sliding with the drawer, and it catches up with the other shuttle, and then that's as far as everything can go. It's at its limit right there. It's sturdy, yeah. And it's not a full extension drawer, but you can get, you know, it's open 2/3 of the way, so you can see everything that's in there. The kind of the secret to these things is these little things right here. I had to glue in place some little neodymium rare earth, I think that's how you say it, magnets in here. So they're these super strong magnets, and you put one on the face here of the cabinet, you put another one on the face of the drawer, it's right down there, and then on each shuttle there's 2 that are matching pairs. Oh God, how can I show this? Yeah, so you might be able to see there's little bitty, come on, there we go. You can see little bitty magnets glued into the shuttles. So each shuttle has those glued in place on there. And what they do is slide this thing over. They latch the drawer and give it some resistance so that it won't pop open. And then I can slide it all the way open. The magnets are caught, so they're pretty well locked in there. But when I start pushing this, the shuttles move, and then the same thing happens on the other side. I can push it through. So anyway, this was, I'm glad it's done. It took a long time, but I accomplished the goals here, and I got some finish work to do. We're gonna put some metal drawer pulls here, and I'll just probably notch the outside here for like a handhold right there, because it has to be, it can't stick out. This table right here, this table folds up, and there's no room to put a handle on there. So anyway, good project, fun, but very fussy. Hope you enjoyed that. Talk to you later. Bye.